It's Sunday afternoon, and I've taken care of everything I had to take care of. I got my dishes washed. I got my paperwork done for the month of January. I picked up a couple items at the grocery store. I helped Cindy fix her phone and fix her TV set. Hopefully, they'll stay fixed for a while. I also cuddled with her bunnies a little bit, but it being the afternoon or around, early afternoon, the bunnies were not too active because bunnies are typically most active around, you know, uh, the evening when the sun goes down and in the morning when the sun comes up. They're like, that kind of animal. They're most active when the light is changing from day to night or night to day. And that's why you'll see the wild ones more often at around those hours, dusk and dawn. Well, seeing as I've got nothing else to do but look at a few videos or maybe watch a movie, I thought, why not have a dram of whiskey while doing that? And last week, I ended up near a liquor store when I dropped off a customer, and I thought, oh, well, I got a few dollars burning a hole in my pocket. So I went, I got one that was quite reasonably priced, on the cheaper side, let's say. And I got one that I've been wanting to try that's a little more expensive, which I'm going to try maybe later tonight or later this afternoon. It's only, it's about 10 to 4 now, and it's the 31st of um, January. And so if this comes up, somewhere around the middle of February, at least you'll know where my timing is. I'm maybe a couple of weeks behind. I'll make a video and then I'll post it like a couple weeks later. That's just because I got a few backlogged. I don't just make them and shove them up right away. Although I did do that for a while, but right now I still have a few to go up. First in, first out, kind of thing. Well, seeing as it is January still, and January, February are kind of touchy months, I didn't want to splurge too much. Yesterday, I drank some of the really good stuff, um, and I fell asleep, and I slept very well after that. But right now, for the afternoon, I've got some of what somebody would usually use for mixing. You want to make a scotch, a cocktail with scotch in it, or you want to drink scotch and soda, scotch on the rocks, scotch in the way that I don't drink it typically. So I usually sip it, but I'm going to try sipping this and seeing what kind of an experience it is. It is the ubiquitous J&B, the Justerini and Brooks. It says rare, but why do they always say rare on whiskeys that are commonplace and everywhere? Anyway, this is the blended Scotch whiskey from Justerini and Brooks. There is no age statement on it. Actually, it's a Diageo drink, so it might be actually better. It might be quite good. Justerini and Brooks Distillers, blended and bottled in Scotland, established 1749. So if they've been around that long, maybe they know what they're doing. It's got the convenient twist cap that it's foolproof. You can't screw this up. You can't break the top off the cork and then have a painful time getting it out of there. So this is one that's been all over the place, everywhere, and I've never actually tried it. Well, maybe I did try it long time ago, when I just asked for a generic scotch or just asked for a scotch, and maybe they gave me this one over the bar, or they poured it from one of those machines, it's got a handle on it, and you just go, and it comes up a hose or whatever. Well, here we are. The J&B. Finally, we're going to give this one a try. Uh-huh. I'm getting a sweet and nutty aroma from the nose at first. It's a bit like walnuts. And the sweet could be coming from corn. It's a corn kind of sweet. But yeah, there's definitely something nutty in there. Hay. I'm getting hay. Hay, nuts, and corn. You can tell right away it's a blended Scotch as compared to a malt. I'm not expecting a lot because I only paid $21 for this. Plus, of course, tax. Let's give it a try. The lanes of caramel. Caramel. Sweetness of the corn. Caramel is quite subdued. It's like this came from old casks. Old casks that didn't have a lot left. I'm getting it's more nutty than fruity. And more, there's almost no smoke. There's like a tiny little trace of smoke. 5 ppm. It's really 750 mils, 40% alcohol by volume. This is not a sipping whiskey. It's not. It doesn't give him much. It's not a sipping whiskey at all. It's a mixing whiskey. Scotch and soda, Scotch on the rocks, Scotch and Coke. That'll work. I'm getting a little more caramel now that I've had a couple sips. But vanilla, a trace. Smoke, a trace. Sweetness from corn, quite a bit. Nutty flavor, yep. Aftertaste, not a lot. Feels like a mouthfeel, and the mouthfeel and the aftertaste is to me like I just drank water. Yeah. The one thing I'll say for it is that there's no bitterness. There's no burn. Just nutty, corny whiskey. Yeah, I wouldn't pay more for it than I did. So I'm not disappointed at all because I kind of expected what I got, which is honest. Well, slancha.
Food Queen. Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Yeah.